These walls have seen blood spilled for power, lovers betrayed, and curses carved into stone. Dare you step into the dungeon, where prisoners vanished without a trace? Or face the truth about the ghostly figures caught on camera in Edinburgh's vaults? What about the hidden vault in Malbork Castle, sealed for 700 years, until now? This is your chance to decide. Will you uncover the real story behind Europe's most haunted castles? Or will you close this video and let the mysteries claim another victim? Comment "I dare" below if you're ready to begin. Then hit subscribe before the past buries the truth forever. Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. Neuschwanstein, the castle that inspired Disney's Cinderella. Built by Mad King Ludwig II in 1869, this 19th century marvel had flush toilets, central heating, and pneumatic tubes for calling servants. Revolutionary for its time. Ludwig spent 6.2 million gold marks, about $300 million today, to create his Wagnerian fantasy. The throne hall's mosaic floor features 2 million stones depicting animals and plants, while the artificial cave in his bedroom drips with faux stalactites. Tragically, Ludwig only slept here 11 nights before his mysterious death. Was it suicide or murder? Fun fact, the castle's limestone walls were painted white to mimic medieval knights' castles. Would you live in this fairy tale or find it too creepy? The castle's whimsy hides darker quirks. Its gleaming white facade, painted to mimic medieval knights' fortresses, contrasts with Ludwig's spiraling mental state. Though designed as a rebirth of chivalric glory, Neuschwanstein feels hauntingly incomplete. Only 14 of 200 planned rooms were finished. Today, 1.5 million visitors annually wander its halls, snapping selfies beneath vaulted ceilings, adorned with swan motifs and Byzantine-inspired murals. It's a monument to obsession, where opulence and melancholy collide. Alcazar of Segovia, Spain. Alcazar of Segovia, a fortress so epic, it's been a royal palace, military academy, and even a prison. Queen Isabella I ruled Spain from here and funded Columbus's voyage. But the real drama? The Tower of John II has 12 sides, a nod to the zodiac. And the Hall of Kings boasts 52 statues of Spanish monarchs. In 1474, Isabella was crowned here, igniting Spain's golden age. But the armory room reveals darker secrets. Suits of armor with battle dents and swords used in the Spanish Inquisition. Castel del Monte, Italy. Castel del Monte, Italy's geometry flex from the 1200s. Emperor Frederick II wasn't just a ruler, he was a math nerd. This place is built on the golden ratio, with walls angled to catch sunlight perfectly on the solstices. Imagine throwing a rave here, with nature's disco lights. But the real genius? The hidden aqueduct system under your feet. They used Roman opus spiccatum brickwork, fancy herringbone patterns, to make it waterproof. Chateau de Chambord, France. Chambord, the castle with a staircase so slick, it might have been designed by Leonardo da Vinci himself. This double helix stairway lets you ghost your ex IRL. Two people can climb without ever crossing paths. Perfect for avoiding awkward royal drama. And check this out, 282 chimneys weren't just for show. They created a natural AC system, funneling breezes to keep the party going in the summer. Edinburgh Castle. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland's crown jewel. Built on a 350-million-year-old volcano, it survived 26 sieges. The honors of Scotland, crown jewels, were hidden here for over 100 years to avoid English thieves. The 1 o'clock gun has fired daily since 1861, except during COVID. Why? To help sailors set their clocks. The Stone of Destiny, stolen by Scots in 1950, returned in 1996 with a sorry, not sorry note. Ghost alert. The dog cemetery is haunted by fallen military mascots. Even the dead pups are loyal. Trivia. Could this castle survive a zombie apocalypse? Alhambra. Alhambra, the mathematical masterpiece of the Moors. Built in 1238, its walls are carved with 10,000 plus Arabic inscriptions, like only God is victorious. The Court of Lions features 12 marble beasts spouting water, a hydraulic feat using 8th century engineering. The General Life Gardens used wind tunnels to cool the air, while the Hall of the Ambassadors has a 75-foot dome, symbolizing the universe. But when Catholic rulers took over, they whitewashed the art, criminal. Legend says Sultan Boabdil wept here while handing keys to Ferdinand and Isabella. His mom roasted him. Cry like a woman for what you couldn't defend. Like a man. Savage. Challenge. Could you solve the Alhambra's fractal patterns without a calculator? Pina Palace, Portugal. Eilean Donan, Scotland's most photographed fortress. Built in 1220, it guarded against Viking raids. In 1719, Spanish troops helping Scottish rebels stored 300 barrels of gunpowder here until the British blew it up. Rebuilt in 1932, the castle's billeting room has 17th century oak beds, while the banqueting hall displays Jacobite weapons. But the spookiest spot? The wardrobe room, where a ghostly lady in green haunts dusty gowns. Fun fact, the iconic bridge was added in 1983. No Highlanders ever walked it. Question: would you spend a night here or bail at sunset? Prague Castle, Czech Republic. Prague Castle, the world's largest ancient castle. This 70,000 square meter beast has housed kings, emperors, and even alchemists. Ever heard of the Golden Lane? Tiny 16th century houses where magic potions were brewed, or maybe just booze. The St. Vitus Cathedral holds the Bohemian crown jewels, guarded by 7 locks and a legend. Anyone who steals them dies within a year. Spoiler, a Nazi general tried in 1941, and poof, dead in 1942. Don't miss the defenestration window, where angry Protestants tossed Catholic officials out in 1618. They survived, thanks to a pile of manure. Divine intervention, or just luck? Question: would you risk stealing the cursed crown jewels? Conwy Castle, Wales. Conwy Castle, Edward I's iron fist in stone. Built in just 4 years, 1283 to 1287, this UNESCO site has 8 brutal towers and walls so thick they laughed off cannon fire. The town walls? (1.3 kilometers long, with 21 towers, because overkill is underrated. Climb the King's Tower for a view that made invaders weep. Fun fact, the castle's original wooden doors were stolen in the 1600s by locals needing firewood. Priorities. The Great Hall has a murder hole in the ceiling. Medieval delivery system for boiling oil? Yes, please. Could you survive a siege here? Vote, yay or nay. Blarney Castle, Ireland. Blarney Castle, where lies become legendary. Kiss the Blarney Stone upside down, 60 feet up, and gain the gift of gab. But how? Legend says it's a witch's thank you for saving her from drowning. Or maybe it's just spit-covered rock. The real gem. The poison garden, packed with deadly plants like wolfsbane and hemlock. Underneath lies the witch's kitchen. A cave where the stone's OG witch supposedly lived. Palace of Versailles, France. Versailles, where luxury met lunacy. Louis XIV's 700-room mega mansion took 50 years and 30,000 workers to build. The Hall of Mirrors has 357 mirrors, each worth a peasant's yearly salary. Marie Antoinette's hamlet was a fake peasant village where she played milkmaid. But the Royal Opera steals the show. Its wooden floors resonate like a violin, and 3,000 candles lit the crystal chandeliers. Dark secret, the water parterre garden hides mass graves of workers who died during construction. Fancy a swim? Debate: was Versailles genius or grotesque? Hochosterwitz Castle, Austria. Hochosterwitz, the impossible fortress. To reach the top, conquer 14 gates, spike traps, boiling oil, and a 1-ton iron door. Over 900 years, 0 invaders made it. The Knight's Hall displays a 7-foot sword used to slay dragons, allegedly. The chapel's golden altar is coated in 24-karat gold, stolen from Ottoman raiders. Karma. Today, a 500-year-old wooden pulley still hauls supplies up the cliff. No elevators needed. Question: which death trap would scare you most? Malbork Castle, Poland. Malbork, the world's largest brick castle. Built by Teutonic Knights in 1274, it covers 52 acres. The Grand Refectory could seat 400 knights, feasting on roasted boar and mead. The high castle has a central heating system, using hypocausts, Roman style. But the amber chamber? It vanished in World War II, taking 8 tons of amber with it. Treasure hunters, enter at your own risk. Creepy fact, the dark cell was a 3 by 3 foot hole where prisoners went mad. Happy thoughts. Would you brave the castle's cursed tunnels? Peles Castle, Romania. Peles, the first European castle with electricity. King Carolwarme installed a power plant in 1883, lighting 4,000 bulbs. The Armory Hall has 4,000 plus weapons, including samurai swords, gifted by Japan. The music room's stained glass rotates to block sunlight. Victorian mood lighting. But Queen Elizabeth's writing room is the star. Walls covered in leather, gold, and secret drawers. Ghost story, a shadowy figure, stalks the imperial suite. Staff say it's Carol's ghost, still checking the fuse box. Trivia. Is Peles the world's most high-tech castle? Chillon Castle, Switzerland. Chillon, the prison with a view. Lord Byron's poem, The Prisoner of Chillon, immortalized Francois Bonnevar, chained here for 6 years. His graffiti? Still on the pillars. The underground vault stored 3,000 barrels of wine, Swiss priorities. The Duke's Chamber has a 14th century toilet flushing straight into the lake. Eco-friendly? Not quite. Fun fact, the Grand Hall's wooden ceiling is held up by 4,000 pegs. No nails. Medieval IKEA. Challenge. Could you survive 6 years in a Lakeview dungeon? Hohenzollern Castle, Germany. Hohenzollern, Germany's sky fortress. Perched 2,800 feet high, its walls tilt 10 degrees to survive earthquakes. The treasure chamber holds Frederick the Great's snuff box, and the Hohenzollern crown's replica, the real one's lost. The Count's Hall has a 19th century fresco of the family tree, 1,200 plus ancestors. But the ghost room? A maid fell to her death here in 1850. Guests still hear her sobs. Fun fact, the castle's annual Christmas market sells glühwein in the cannon yard. Festive firepower. Would you trust these slanted walls in a quake? Kylemore Abbey, Ireland. Kylemore, a love story in stone. Mitchell Henry built this for his wife Margaret in 1867. She died 4 years later, leaving 9 kids, and a Victorian walled garden with tropical plants in rainy Ireland. The neo-Gothic church has quartzite walls and Connemara marble floors. The fairy garden? A mossy grotto where Margaret's ghost supposedly tends roses. Today, Benedictine nuns run the abbey, making chocolate and jams. Heavenly treats. Question: would you trade modern life for Abbey serenity? Castile De Haar, Netherlands. Castile De Haar, Disneyland meets Downton Abbey. Rebuilt by the Rothschilds in 1892, it has 200 rooms, a rose garden with 79 varieties, and a great hall heated by 10 fireplaces. The armory displays 16th century swords and a dragon chair for kitty knights. The romantic garden has fake ruins because real ones weren't quirky enough. Fun fact, the castle's 1960s kitchen had a rotating spit for roasting 20 pigs at once. Feast mode. Trivia. Could you host a medieval banquet here? Trakošćan Castle, Croatia. Trakošćan, Croatia's Gothic gem. Built in the 1200s, it was saved by Count Juraj Drašković in 1853, who turned it into a romantic shrine for his dead wife. Her wedding dress still hangs in the bedroom. The library holds a 1483 prayer book handwritten on sheepskin. The armory has a 15th century mace shaped like a dragon's head. Because dragons solve everything. Ghost story. Juraj's ghost rides a black horse around the lake every full moon. Giddy up. Question: would you read a 500-year-old book in the dark? Bojnice Castle, Slovakia. Bojnice, Slovakia's haunted romance. Count Jan Palffy rebuilt this in 1889 to woo a French actress, who ghosted him. The castle's now a museum of awkward love. The Golden Hall has 17th century Flemish tapestries, while the chapel hides a Virgin Mary statue with real hair. But the underground lake is the star, lit by candles for vampire vibes. Ghost alert. The White Lady haunts the tower, crying for her executed lover. Bring tissues. Poll. Is Bojnice the world's most dramatic castle? Trakai Island Castle, Lithuania. Trakai, Lithuania's red brick guardian. Built by Grand Duke Kęstutis in 1409, it protected the capital from Teutonic Knights. The Karaim people, a Turkic Jewish community, still live nearby, serving kibanai pastries since the 1300s. The Duke's Hall has a 15th century throne and a golden rose symbolizing power. The Prison Tower. Break time equals 2 seconds, where traitors were tossed into the lake with weights. Fun fact, the castle hosts a medieval festival yearly: jousting, archery, and mead chugging. Break time equals 2 seconds question. Could you survive a Teutonic siege? Tintagel Castle, England. Tintagel, King Arthur's legendary birthplace. The 13th century castle ruins perch on cliffs battered by Atlantic waves. The gallows statue, a 8-foot bronze warrior, guards the site, while Merlin's cave below echoes with tidal roars. The Dark Age village ruins suggest a 6th century royal palace, maybe Arthur's Camelot. The glass bridge offers dizzying views in If You Dare. Myth alert, a stone slab bears a 6th century Latin inscription, Artoniu, possibly Arthur's real name. Debate. Was Arthur real or just medieval clickbait?